So annoying. Well, checked my phone and I recorded it all, but the SD card didn't have it. There was an issue, so yay! Learning curve. I need a philosophy section to this vlog. I've had the same conversation 4 times already today, and it's about inclusion and exclusion. People wanting to be inclusive as a coach. But by including everyone, you inevitably will exclude some people. So instead of opening the doors for everyone, open the doors for the focus group in that session or in that group or in that team. The simplest example that's come up today is in some cultures, females and males don't mix. So if you're inclusive and you include everyone, well, now you're excluding the people from cultures where those don't mix. And then an example from my own experience in the past with football coaching, there was a boy with autism that didn't like noise. He didn't like people shouting. And there was a boy with ADHD that was always shouting, making noise, hitting the fence, kicking balls, etc. So being inclusive had both of those individuals in the same session, which actually meant that the boy with autism left. He didn't like the session. I was coaching for a football academy, so I wasn't the head coach, I wasn't in charge, I couldn't say yes or no they can or can't be in whatever groups, I just did as I was told, but the inclusion excluded the boy with autism. But of course the autism wasn't the problem, it was the need of the individual, them not liking the loud noises. Maybe have deafeners available, so earphones that get rid of the noise, maybe that was an option to make the session more accessible. Or, like I say, exclude or separate those individuals between sessions. I was like a whole unpacking sequence. I had a parcel, got a book. This is my book, and basically what I wanted to do is solve a problem. Well, it's a very selfish problem because it only helps me, but when I'm writing in the notebook, I put a tick at the top. So I figured, hey, let's put a square at the top. And I always relate pages, so you can see we've got related pages down the bottom. Because if, for example, I write some notes about a book in this page, and then a week later I write some more notes here, it's just a mess. I'm like, where was that page before? Now I can just write it down the bottom. Makes life easy. Plus, there's a content at the front. I can just write the pages at the front, and this allows me to link my digital notes inside of Obsidian with my physical notes here. Now, I designed this, the inside of it, inside of PowerPoint, and then I put it onto Amazon because I was like, I want to actually have the book, but I don't have the means to make it. So I designed the book in PowerPoint, I sent it off, they approved it, I now have a book, essentially for free, because they ship off the first one for free, and if anyone else wants to get it, they can get it on Amazon, but it's just a free, simple version to solve my personal problem. Oh, and I'll probably take that to Scotland with me, which I'm going in a couple of days, so I'll test it to see if it actually works, and if it doesn't, then I'll just make another one. And no, I'm not going to use my phone to record stuff again, because I'm not going to risk losing loads of recordings.
Let me stay. Would your arms around me? If we stay here like this is the only place where I wanna be.
Right. Well, after that spectacular fail this morning with no recordings left, I'll catch you up now. Just going to check my calendar because that's literally my life.
But somehow wherever you are, you're still in the crossfire.
I remember. I said yesterday about coaching, becoming a professional coach, but I wasn't very specific. I should have said trampoline coach. And that's significant because there's not that many trampoline clubs around where I am, or just in general, I don't think, because trampolines are expensive. And this is the garage, by the way. You see this the Zwift hub thing. That's where I do my exercise at the moment. Ideally, I'd be on trampolines, but I'm just getting back into it, having lost my eyesight. Obviously, depth. Can't tell how high up I am, so getting back into that slowly. And I wish I could talk about all of these different points, but I actually need to go to football now, so I will save that for tomorrow. I'm actually going to plan some time in tomorrow to talk about these points that come from Discord, so I'll leave a link to the Discord server as well if you have any questions or follow-ups from this vlog as we continue. But I gotta get going. Well, I forgot the card to my camera, so I'm hoping my phone works now. One of the conversations I had earlier was about font and the font used for readability for dyslexic people. One of the fonts I'm going to show on screen now is Open Dyslexia, and the other font that I'm using at the moment is into, I think, medium or bold or whatever I'm putting on screen. I'm not heavily dyslexic, so I don't think it makes a difference. However, when I had a look online for research to support either one, it just seemed to show that spacing and clear differentiation features between letters was fine. So Open Dyslexia versus Inter doesn't seem to have much of a difference, but I don't know, so I'm not sure. And these are the sorts of things as a coach, as an educator, as anyone really trying to communicate with people, even the smallest thing like a font can be inclusive or exclusive, because I really don't like Open Dyslexia. I don't like it as a font, and actually puts me off. And it put me off to the point that the website I went on that used Open Dyslexia, I just jumped straight off it because I didn't think it was a professional site because it looks so broken. Now I know it's not broken and the website is good, the website works as you would expect, it's just the font changed my perception on how professional the website was. Need that. Unstructured training, just running around.
Let me stay. Would your arms around me? If we stay here like this, it's the only place where I wanna be. This is as long as we go.
I don't remember if I've said, but the people I went to this morning that got me thinking about inclusion were Defiant Sport, SEN focused sport, and just amazing place.
Somehow